Hi guys, this is Wasim Gupta.
And I am here to show you about my new project which has features like MongoDB, Node.js, and Postgres. The name of my new project is Hospitality. In this web service, we can upload and update the data of a doctor, just like name, email, phone number of doctor, and his password, and also register the doctor and log in the doctor's credentials. Then after we can also update and enter the data of a patient, just like phone number, name, gender, age, and extra. Then we can create a report of a patient in which we can enter the name of a patient, he is positive or negative, and extra. And for more clarity, let's move towards the functionality of the project and see the code. So first of all, you can see this root of files are there, index.js, package, log.json, and package.json. Index.json, you can see requiring Express or properties of Express, requiring a password, configuration file, Mongoose connection, code on which the server runs, and to pass format data, and server listen on which code, you can see. Now move to the route files. Route files, you can also see the Docker file, index file, patient file, report file, docker.js, index.js, patient.js, report.js. In Docker.js, you can see registering a new doctor, how we can register a new doctor, routes for logging in a doctor. In patient.js, you can see routes for registering a new patient with authentication, routes for creating a new report with authentication, and routes for creating all report of the patient with authentication. And in report.js, you can see routes for getting all reports with a specific status with JWT authentication. Now come to the model parts. Model parts, you can see the in doctor what is required and what is not required. Name of the doctor, email ID of the doctor, password of the doctor, timestamps is not required. In patient.js, you can see age of the patient is required, sex of the patient is required, whether the patient is from a preview or not, this is also required. And come to the report.js file, you can see the doctor who is creating the report is required, the patient whose report is being made who is required, the status of the report is required, and date is a default. We can see that date is default. Already date is mentioned when we create a report. For more clarity, now we can move in the Postman part. So we can see, for before you can see this controller part, report.js or patient.js. If patient already exists, return his or her details of creating a new patient, finding the patient, and check for error. In Docker also you can see that checking if doctor already exists, creating a new doctor mode, catching errors, when catching errors, then internal server error was occurred. So you can see this all. Now move to the Postman. Now, when your local host is open in when you open the tab of the local host in the Chrome tab and paste this URL, copy this URL and paste this URL in Postman. And when you paste this URL in Postman and when you click on get and when you click on send, then this type of interface is developed. That I mentioned that data is maintained and message or this. For the second, when you want to register the doctor, then you can see from here. Local H after local 8000, local host 8000, you can write doctor slash register and name, email, password, whatever things which is required for the doctor authentication. You can enter this all part and type send. Remember, this is always when you anything save want to save in the mention of a doctor, you have to select post. Now click on the send, then you can see a message doctor created successfully. When you want to make doctor's ID login in the page, then this one also. After localhost 8000, you can simply type doctors lost login and their login details, email ID and password. Then you can see that login successfully, JW token set authentication. Please keep it safe. And now this token is compulsory for us because when we are going to create patient file and patient report, this token is very compulsory for the authentication. So now move towards the patient registration. This is patient registration localhost 8000 slash patient slash register, and the requirement which we require for the registration of a patient name, phone, age, sex, compatibility, all our requirements are here. And authentication. When we go to authentication, we have to select the period token and we have to paste all the tokens which we selected earlier when we see Docker's creation, login creation successfully. Now you can see patient creation successfully, name, Sakshi, phone number, this is sex, female, and commodity forms. Now come to the next one. From here, you can create a report. You can create a report of a patient. Doctor, patient status, doctor's name and date, patient name Sakshi, status negative. And for this, you have also authentication from a bearer token. And then you have to paste ID, patient ID here. Patient ID here. Then when you click on send, you can see the reported created successfully. Doctor's ID, patient ID, status negative, and date is default. That's why date is created already.